G'day, it is the Next Fest again, and so I'm going to check out a few demos. This time will be a lot more specific and particular about the games that I'm playing. So let's jump into Tales of Tactics. This one has sat on my wish list for a little while, so I'm eager to check this one out because it has been on my radar because I do like auto battlers. Um, so I guess it's a genre that I think is very new. And that there's not too many games for it. And so I played Mage and Monsters, and I was like, I want to play more auto battlers. And this is one I found that was just sort of coming soon. So I was like, all right, cool. And it's just sat on my list until discovering it's out today. Okay, so you awake one morning to find a letter sealed with the mark of the Daya. Every year, the Daya hosts a grand tournament, a ruthless competition with civilians from all over the country. With civilians from all over the country battle for the honor of challenging. It should be where, I think. No, a ruthless competition with civilians from all over the country battle for the honor of challenging the Daya champions. Winning the grand tournament is the dream of every young caller looking for fame or glory. With a gleam in your eye and thirst for adventure, you set off on your quest. What tale will the bards tell of your journey? Did you triumph over the Daya with clever planning and tactics, or will you feel the sting of defeat and hope for better luck next year? Now, tell us about yourself. Hi, my name's Singram. Singram Bold Pebble, but everyone calls me Sing. I've been a student of the arcane ever since I can remember. Graduated top of my class and went from being a student to a professor. Why did I want to enroll in the grand tournament? Well, I thought it might be a chance to do something different. It's one thing to read about all the wonders of the world, but something else to see it for yourself. I thought it would be a good way to meet new people, maybe even that special someone. Okay, get some warm-up fights in before you have real combatants. You have one army size. Right, so I guess this is me on the map over here. Okay. So I've got an army. Indicates the number of units you can place. Increase when you slay a boss. A yellow hex here indicates that you have room for another unit. Okay, so I've got a guy that can counter. Seems quite good. So let's go for this guy, and let's drop him in a corner so that one of these guys will get to him faster than the other until he's only fighting one-on-one. Okay. So do I battle up here? I mean, it didn't really strategically end up having him sort of only have to fight one of them, but he did sort of demolish him pretty good. Yep. Good win for all, specifically me. 2 star points. Oh. Okay, so that's saying what? I've already got him, and now I can place a second guy on the map. I don't have to remove him. He's already set and good to go. Well, let's go for a healer as well then. I wonder if I can sort of move where they are on the map, because I really should put my brawler further forward with my healer back. Although I assume that healer's just healing himself. Like, he's not healing the brawler. So it's not like that's a real major need to get him any further forward. So is this saying the amount of damage he did, or is this the amount of damage? I can't quite tell if that's saying that that's like... Because, I mean, this is 630, so I guess this is what? 100%. The most damage was done by him in comparison to this guy who's 100% of their team. So it's sort of skewed. I guess the two of them, they're not meant to be compared to each other. It's comparing it to the rest of what your team's doing. Okay, so let's move our brawler center. Let's put that guy one behind. Alright, we're now looking at another 3. Taunts a foe, then heals and counterattacks the next 3 melee attacks. Damages an enemy and those adjacent to it. Heals 1 ally with the lowest health. Let's get that guy in the second row. We'll put them in front. keep thinking that card in the bottom right's what I've got to click to get started here. I guess looking up here too along the top, you can see this green bar is my team's health, and then this red bar is the other team's health. We can obviously speed things up too to smash through it. Smash through it is definitely what we're doing at the moment. Full hearts can't lose. And he did a lot more damage that time, but our healing came through strong. We really want someone more offensive now, because we've got 2 guys healing. And I'd say we can just be a lot more aggressive. Just so friendly. Like, this is our enemy here, but he looks so kind. Let's drop them to sort of to block a bit better. So it's going to leave it on fast, so I don't have to keep changing that each time. It is an auto battler, so I don't really need to sort of play by play watch what's happening here. My Paladin guy was in trouble there. I wonder if I get him back, or once they're dead, they're dead. I'm looking at over here. So is this saying the amount of everything I'm allowed to have? Do I get the card back, or what do we get? No, he comes back. Okay, so he lives on. Alright, stumble upon a pot of gold, sitting plainly in a shaded spot. You look around as if expecting someone to return and reclaim their lost treasure, but there appears to be no trace of anyone. An empty wooden sign juts out from the pot, catching your curiosity to get a better look. As you approach, word begins to appear, etching in the borders. A handful of gold you may have from this bowl. For avarice poisons and blacken the soul. Scoop some out, take the pot. In combat rooms, gain the Hex modifier shrine in the random Hex, which grants all units a +1 mana regen. How much gold do I have now? 10. So I guess just take the small amount that's not going to hurt us. So the fact that 6 is no punishment, but 10 is punishment worthy suggests that coins must come like few and far between here. Okay, so I don't have another thing. I'm maxed out, I guess, my army 4. So I can... Star points are used spent to purchase units and refresh the unit store. But can I roll? What happens if I roll that? Do I randomize... I don't want to randomize my army. Okay, we just get more guys. None of which I can play anyway because I'm still short on space. Now this guy looks nasty. Picking that up. So I'd say we want to swing this guy up. So we sort of want to have our offensive guys operating on him, I'd say. Let's just go to 2 speed. Although it does mean that my easier to kill guy down the bottom is now facing 3 guys. They're all hopping all over the place, so he's now down to just a one-on-one battle. And he can heal himself, so... Oh, we're in trouble here. I mean, it would have been nice if they focused on the guy that was about to die, but this is an auto-battler, so it is their own choice to who they want to fight. It's part of the strategy. Unless I can actually tell them who to fight. Okay, so that didn't, like, sort of no harm, no foul me, and just... So I can take guys off the board and replace them with something else. I want that guy off the board too. Now, I guess they're all the different types. Oh no, that's just telling me what I've got. So I do kind of like this guy. I think that we want someone with big health. Well, I guess just sort of dragging him across was enough. Now, he does not have big health. Neither does he. That guy sort of does. He doesn't either. So, am I leveling these guys up? That I'm not too sure about. Is that what the... No, that's just mana. So I don't think that they have any sort of individual gains for being in the battle or anything. But I have a level up over here. A placeable totem with 600 that health remains in combat to... That's pretty good. Gain a curse whenever you break a curse. Gain a special event. Well, let's go block. I guess I'll just put him up front. Oh. Drops a friendly unit to grant 10 armor to it. Heals. I feel like XP is going to be a good thing. Right now I need 6 XP to get to the next level. Alright, so... Story just explaining how I eventually got that stuff. Free XP reward on this guy. Let's go for him. Get that crab thing again. That, although he's not even the headline of this one. This guy here's going to destroy me. I also don't quite get what just happened. Like, I got destroyed in a fight that didn't feel close. And I've still just sort of continued on to the next level. You can see my guys aren't doing anywhere near enough damage. Do I need to go somewhere to like level them up, or... Because it just feels like I'm way too weak still. Like, how many times do we lose before... I assume it must be my heart range. Is what I get. Will I lose? But I still get the loot. It's just I risk dying. Okay. Wealth of knowledge for auto share. Steal this knowledge, bring you despair. Well, I mean, just read and return. Alright. So I still can't do anything with that vault down the bottom. Shop here. Alright, so this could be what? Studious Goblin looks up from a large ledger, pushing his wire-rim glasses. Name, race, occupation. The tournament council is not responsible for injury from burning, maiming, decapitation, petrification, or polytransformation. Sign here as you finish signing your name. A brilliant flash of light blinds you for a moment. Okay, that feels like they could be helpful. When you can finally see, you find yourself standing in some sort of shop. A goblin behind the counter looks familiar. Welcome to Mazik's magnificent marketplace. The finest, definitely not looted equipment around. We have everything you could need to take on the day. And good luck, judging by the look of you, you're going to need a lot of it. Okay, so I do have that thing in my inventory, so I guess signing people inventory stuff seems like it would be important. I have 21 gold. I reckon that's a really good sword. Getting lifesteal and attack damage. If I have a different sword, is it? Get rid of that guy. What if I right click on him? Oh no, he's not a component. We already have the meat. So, I wouldn't mind the gloves. But also like the sword, and I can afford both. So let's buy that. Is that enough? Nope, I can't do math. Okay. So. I think I want consumables. Okay, so let's go to our inventory. Especially we've got these two guys. It seems like as soon as we've got something that's rare, we should off everyone else. So I'm gonna assume I don't want any of those guys. I'm gonna bench our mate here. Get him in there and bench him, and we'll get that guy in there too. Okay, so with our inventory, let's give more. That work? Do I have to actually? Good. And attack and lifesteal, I'm going to give to Orc. Try and keep him relevant. Although he's going to heal himself, I suppose. It's alright. It's going to give me those gloves that I want if I win this one. I think if I lose this, I might be out of it here. Alright, let's go. At least that totem's doing a good job of keeping guys distracted at the beginning. This guy's healing himself, or someone's healing him down the bottom. So it's a real, we're losing our bear, potentially. My goodness. Kill this guy. It does feel like I've gotten past a point where my setup and my team is nowhere near as good as the level of difficulty that this has now hit. So, like, I just feel like I'm going to continue to lose and lose from there. But I mean, that's enough of a look at it. I get a general idea. It does, like, there's obviously more strategy to than the way I was playing it. Yeah. Then we can go for our thanks for playing. That's my nice little first look at that one. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.